I'm having a few guests come stay with me for a few days. Also, I need to do my regular spring cleaning, so I have a lot to do. First up, I got some new sheets and linens and things because I'm having more guests than I've had before, so I need some extra linens. So I threw those in the wash, and then I need to get started on the top of my kitchen cabinets. This is a stainless steel exhaust hood thingy, and I never clean it, and I needed to clean it. It was looking gross. I also need to do the top of my cabinets, which my boyfriend thinks I'm weird for doing, but they get dusty, and it's disgusting, and I know it's there. I don't care if anyone else knows it's there. I know it's there. I also wanted to wipe off all of my cabinets fronts, which honestly, I didn't know they had gotten so gross. I rarely cook, so can someone please explain to me how the exhaust fan cover thingy got so greasy? Gross. My boyfriend also thought I was ridiculous for getting pillow covers for the new extra pillows, but I just think that pillows get gross without pillow covers. I just don't think you can get them clean enough. So pillow covers it is. I had cleaned the inside of the big oven the other day, but I needed to clean the inside of the microwave combination convection oven thing. So I did that. Also took out the little insert thingies, cleaned all of those. My range had been clean, except I just got it dirty when I was cleaning out the exhaust thing. So, you win some, you lose some. Then all my cabinets needed to be clean. And honestly, I thought these were cleaner than they were. They don't look bad. But I think because of the reflective surface, you don't always see everything. But I spent so much time scooching around the little floor here, just getting every little nook and cranny, the little kick plate, because my little robots go around and clean the floors and they get the kick plate kind of dirty. Also, all of the little pull things, these light fixtures. When I moved in, I changed a lot of light fixtures, but these and my foyer, I didn't change, and I meant to. I've now lived here 4 years, and it's still the builder grade ones, and they're terrible. They're also really hard to clean, but they may just stay here forever. I don't know. So I do need to change those at some point. I do let the robots do a lot of the floor cleaning, but I've been getting so much dust up that I was going around with the Dyson to at least get the big particles up so I didn't just push it all over. Then the chandeliers. This one in particular is a nightmare to clean. Taking all those little pieces off literally takes days because you need a special tool. So air dusting it was for today. That is going to be a whole project in and of itself. The other chandeliers I am cleaning. Well, not my closet chandelier, to be honest. But anywho, this is the entryway. This is a fake flower thing. And yes, I have to dust the leaves because they get disgusting too. Everything gets so dusty. And I also have to clean off all of Cooper's nose prints on the door because he is a nosy Nelly and likes to stick his nose up to the door. This is the powder room. It doesn't get a ton of use, but of course still needs to be cleaned. Everything has to be wiped down, disinfected, all of the things. So just giving everything a good clean in here, clean the toilet. There are 2.5 baths in my condo, so all the things, just giving it a good scrub. I want to make sure everything's clean because I'm going to have 4 house guests plus my boyfriend. So it's going to be a whole situation. There's going to be lots of people, but we're going to have so much fun. Then I want to give the baseboards a quick wipe and dust. And then while I was doing this, I was also noticing that there were some chips and things. So I want to touch up with a little bit of baseboard paint really quickly. I went around for a little bit. Then this is the guest room bathroom. I wanted to give this a good wipe clean. I had cleaned it the last time I had a guest, so it wasn't really too dirty, but of course gets dusty, all the things. The glass shower, I wanted to give a quick wipe down just to make sure it was all sparkly and clean and kind of give everything a good wipe. I also have some new toiletries in here. I try to have everything for my guests in case they need anything, but I have lots of extra towels and washcloths, regular ones, microfiber cloths, all the things, but I also decided to add in some clean towels in here. The little pads, the dry ones, the wet ones, because I just figured that might be easier. Maybe they would prefer that. I don't know. I've kind of gotten into them. I know it's not good, but sometimes it's just nice. And sometimes the germaphobe in me likes it. So if you're wondering what that black thing is, I was charging my trash can so it didn't run out of battery while the guests were here. I have a resealable trash can and it's one of my favorite things ever. Then I had to clean the chandelier in the guest room. It looks so much better when it's clean. It's kind of a pain, but it is much better. And then I never know whether I should have decor out in here or just have it all cleared off for the guests. I don't know. What do you think? Then I quickly dusted in my bedroom, cleaned my bathroom, but I didn't film as much because I was getting tired. The next day I came and did just the sink and cleaned off the kitchen again. I had cleaned a lot of the kitchen the other day, but I just wanted to give everything one final clean and scrub because of course things get dirty again in the interim. So polish, clean, and now I'm pretty much exhausted. So I'm going to go doom scroll for a little while, and this is just going to have to do. I have some other spring cleaning projects that I want to do, but that's going to have to wait until after my guests leave because that's all I have the energy or the time for because, work and all the real life things also have to fit in here. Have a great day.